trying to do another live today. I'm hoping you can hear me in the wind. We've come up the other end of the ranch today and we're showing you Spit, who is our oldest member of the ranch, aren't you, Poppet? Oh, I just love her, and she's got the most soft, look at this snotty nose. She's got the softest little nose. So Spit is 30 this year. She's an old lady, and she was a much loved pet for about 18 years. She was in a very lovely home, and things happened in that home and she sadly had to go somewhere else, and she was dropping weight in her new home. She was quite skinny when we got her, not in a very good condition. She'd had lice, I think. You can see though, she still show you on her, she still rubs a bit of her forelock out, which the vet had a look at actually the other day, and we think it might just be a little sign of sweet itch. But yeah, she had her teeth done the day after we got her, when she arrived. When did you come? Was it July last year? Probably after I said no more horses. And oh, she's so beautiful. I love this little face. And yeah, we had her teeth done, and that was a lot of the problem. I don't think she'd had her teeth done in 3 years. So her mouth was kind of red raw, and yeah, just really not in a good condition. So she wasn't able to eat very well. So she is now on Spit gets special food, don't you? You get hello. She gets a sugar beet mash 3 times a day, which helps her put weight on gently. And she doesn't actually need the hay replacer that Iggy Pop's on. But we've got them on a hay replacer at night time. Oh, there you are. He's this is Iggy Pop. So he was one of the little ponies that we brought back from Italy. So he was actually born in England, and he was yeah, he had a bit of a horrible start actually. His mum got killed in a vicious attack, and he was bricked over the head, so he's got a big scar on his head. Iggy, are you sad because I didn't bring you lunch? You've actually just had it. Please don't think they're starved. He has just had his lunch. Anyway, Iggy Pop, for whatever reason, he is 22 this year, and he will not eat hay. And we tried him on long grass, and he will not eat grass. Well, he eats it, he takes it up, he puts it in his mouth, and then he drops it and spits it out. So sometimes that can be a sign of a problem with his mouth. But he's actually had his mouth checked 4 times in the last year since he's been with us, haven't you? Hi. Oh, there he is. You can see that you've had your dinner because it's around your mouth. And you know, the vets can't find anything obvious, but they gave me this sample of Simple Systems hay care replacer, and it's like a hay pellet, and it soaks into a mash, and he loves it. And so he's been, you know, because he dropped a bit of weight over winter, not anything too alarming thankfully, but yeah, we've managed to get weight on him, and now he gets his hay replacer in the evening to sort of eat overnight. And he's mashed 3 times a day, so he's living his absolute best life. I don't know if you can see on Iggy as well, he's quite fluffy still. So sometimes when horses don't shed their coats as easily, I know, what am I doing, it can be a sign of Cushing's disease, PPID. So we did actually have Iggy Pop tested for Cushing's. It's a free blood test that the vets can do and run on Friday just gone, and we're really pleased to say that it came back that he hasn't got Cushing. So it's obviously just your way, isn't it? It's obviously just how your coat does its thing. Look at this beautiful face. Who could have hurt you when you were a baby, hey? I don't know who could hurt animals at any stage. Anyway, I'm not going to rant. I feel like that's going to lead into a rant, so we won't go there. So yeah, so Spit and Iggy, they're in their own field. Let me see if I can turn this round. How did I do this the other day? You have to bear with me, still getting used to all of this. Where's the flip thing? Oh, I can't find it. But yeah, they've got a nice big field. Look, there you go. I'll just do it that way. Nice big field to themselves. We're actually resting this paddock to get a bit of grass come back in, which will happen eventually. Still trying to work this out. I've got to feel like a right dipstick. How do these kids do it? Honestly, I've got no idea. Flip camera. There we go. Yeah, so this was a diet paddock. We had 2 little paddocks that we made for when we were having to keep some of them off of grass. It's got all muddy because of winter, but they've actually got this whole field to themselves now, which, like I say, we are resting for the most part, in the hopes that some grass will grow, but it all depends if we get enough rain. So yeah, the only reason they're separate from the other herd, they were all as part of the herd, is just purely because they're on this special feed, and they're the only 2 that we feed that we feed proper horse food. So they're just kept separate to make it easier and make sure nobody gets bullied and is eating the wrong thing. So that's basically that. You can see the big horses look down there today. There's also, now I'm up this end, don't know if you can see in the distance, there's 4 goats in that horse field that shouldn't be there. So they've obviously hopped the fence, or I don't know, the goats are just enjoying like the grass being greener on the other side. The other guys, the other sheep and goats are over there. Oh, toilet hire advert, look. But what I was going to show you today was, where are we going? I'll come back on. Hello. So what I was going to show you today was who we've been messing about with this morning. So yesterday afternoon, one of our goats, so we've got 2 herds. We've got another little herd up here that I'm going to show you, and one of our goats wasn't eating like she would normally, and she's normally straight in for a bit of food, and she would be bossing about the other goats and telling them to get away, and she wasn't doing that. She was also wheezing. Now, lung conditions can be particularly fatal for goats, but she was eating hay when we left, so I thought, okay, and she was up, she wasn't down, so we were thinking maybe she'd be okay. This is Barney. Say hi, Barney. Oh, now we've got everybody else. Now we've got everybody else coming in. Barney is, he'd be 15 this year, which is a really good age for a goat. Are you all following? Don't know if you can see. Got my minions following me now. They think I've got food. Yeah, Barney lived at a local care home for Richard, are you having a binky? He lived at a local care home for 14 years until his sister sadly had to be put to sleep, and they didn't want him to be the only goat, so we were asked if we would give him a home. So he's come to be part of our herd. He was a bit of a rabbit in the headlights when we got him because we've got over 20 goats. So it was a bit, yeah, we sort of separated some off to make it a bit kinder, a bit nicer for him, a bit less scary. So we put him in with some of our babies that appeared last year. And he loves it. He's sort of like, we call him Grandad Barney. So yeah, he's fathering them now. But the goat, I've got to walk miles to get you to her. But the goat that we had the issue with this morning, when I got here, she'd had diarrhea, she was wheezing really badly, snotty nose. Let's flip you round. This is Martha. Oh, she's going in the shed. Excuse the ropey shed. This is the reality of animal rescues, right? So we do all of this on very little funding. We very kindly, go in there in a sec. We very kindly donated money. I put shout outs when we've got things that we need to buy and whatever else. But we were gifted this stable. It was second hand. The roof had blown off, so my husband has just chucked a lorry curtain over the top. It looks awful, but it does the job, and it keeps it nice and dry and cosy. So this is Martha. Hi, Martha Moo. So I don't know, you might even be able to see on her nose. Oh, okay, I can see exactly what's going to happen here. Everybody else is going to get involved. Barney's just headbutted me. That wasn't very nice. Yeah, so poor Martha has been at the vet's today. She's had a shot of steroids. She's had some Buscopan because they actually think she might have been a bit constipated, as well as having the diarrhea. And Eddie wants to get involved. And she's had some antibiotics, and we're treating her for pneumonia. Now we think we've caught it at the right time because pneumonia can be quite fatal for goats and sheep, I believe. So we're just got to see how she does now. We've got her home. We tried to feed her. You ate a little bit, didn't you? But I'd like to see you eating more, to be honest. So we're just monitoring her, for the next sort of 48 hours, really. And we're just going to see how she does. The other thing that we noticed with Martha is that she's losing her fur. And I got the vet to look at this, and it just, sorry darling, I know because you've had a bit of a day, but it's not a mange, it's not mites or anything like that. The vet actually wondered if it might be an allergy, why she's losing it. But she had a nice coat in winter. I don't know if it's just a seasonal thing. We don't know is the honest answer. This is our first sort of summer that we've had her for. But she's now, might have to have a special little dog coat on if she gets cold. But it's quite warm in this shed, so I think she'll be okay. Barney, if you come over here and headbutt me, I should be cross. Don't even think about it. You're not the headbutting goat. You're usually very nice. Honestly, I think it's just because I put my back to him. And he thought he was going to have a go. Eddie's still getting involved. This is Clive. Clive has got a cleft lip. Don't know if you can see Clive. Hello, Poppet. So he's our special boy. Now he actually, a few weeks ago, I noticed that his skin was really dandruffy. He got loads of dead skin. And it can be a sign of mites, but nobody else was showing signs of that. So I had a little read up on it, and it can be a sign of a zinc deficiency. So, and I was reading that black sunflower seeds were good for it. So I thought, well, we'll get some and give it a go. And I couldn't believe it. In like a couple of days after Clive had been on these sunflower seeds, because he needed to put a bit of weight on as well. He gets bullied, bless him. Don't know if it's because they know he's got the cleft lip. I hope it's not that. I hope it's not why they bully him. But yeah, he was looking a bit skinny, and these sunflower seeds are quite good for helping them gain weight nicely. And he's now getting a little bit of a tummy on him, which is lovely, isn't it, Clive? And yeah, so he's doing well. And the sunflower seeds I was hoping would help Martha, but right, we'll just have to see what happens. It's been a bit of an ordeal for her today because we actually took her to the vet, so she's had a ride out in the car. But I think she'll be okay. We'll just have to, you just never know with livestock, do we, Clive? You always seem to pull through whatever goes on with you though, don't you? Clive and Eddie are they come here probably about a year ago. We've had them now. We got Clive first, and he was actually taken from he was bought from actually I think Clive wasn't bought, he was given to a shepherd that we know, and she didn't really have room for pet goats, so she asked if we would take them on, so we did. And Eddie come to be Clive's friend because poor Clive was getting bullied by the bigger goats, and now they're inseparable. But you're growing quite big now, guys, aren't you? I think you're going to be bigger than a lot of the other goats soon. So yeah, so that's where we've been today. Been at the vets with Martha, which means I'm all behind on the poo picking jobs. But I've got my another lovely work experience girl with us today from our local college who's doing animal care. So she's doing a bit of poo picking for me, which is while I'm doing this video. How naughty that I'm letting her do that, and I'm worrying about TikTok. So we're going to be sorting that out now, sorting out the rest of the paddocks, getting everybody poo picked. We're going to chuck a load of straw down for Martha tonight because I want to make sure she's got enough to be warm if she wants to snuggle up the Iggy Pop. You're still panicking that you might have missed lunch, but you have just eaten it. We got fed at 11:45, so they do get fed before I do anything else. I was going to take you in to see the other minis properly today as well, and Boise and Bullseye. Said it today, look, without the tongue twister. So and we've got Delbert and Rodney in here. Boise, bless him, he was shivering a bit this morning and yesterday actually. I think the temperature's doing my head in over here. I don't know what the weather's like in your part of the world, but It's quite stressful when you've got a lot of animals that you need to worry about. These boys, this is Del Boy. You gonna say hello? No, he's gonna have a drink. Gonna have a drink. Look, people want to see you. Rodney will be up for it. This is Rodney. Hello. So we've got Del Boy and Rodney. I just adore them. They weren't our first goats actually. This was my Easter present to myself a couple of years ago. They were kind of a rescue case, not really. They'd been castrated, and the farmer was going to sell them, and the sale fell through. So he was looking, oh, are you giving me a cuddle? Oh, Rodney, that's too cute. Yeah, the farmer was trying to find a home for them basically, and I suppose most people breed, so they don't want neutered ones. But we took you on, and these guys have just been absolute legends. We've done a lot of care home visits with them. We've done some school visits and like assisted living places, and they walk really well on a collar and lead, which is nice. That's just because we've done it since they were younger, but they enjoy it. We don't force any of our animals to do anything. You know, if we find that one's not particularly enjoying it, then we just don't do it again. So it's the same with grooming the horses. One of the ways when we do like our assisted therapy sessions, we don't actually tie the horses up. We just leave them wild in the field. The children and adults can go and take a brush over to them, and if the horses walk away, that's their free will. So they're not made to stand there and be groomed if they don't want to. So this is Boise. So he's our newest member. And boy, hello darling. You see the patches on him. He's had an allergic reaction to ticks apparently before he come to us. So yeah, so he is back. Look, because I've got a goat trying to get some hay, and you won't like sharing, will you? Don't like sharing. You are funny. So Boise's I think 23. So he's a bit older as well. He's a cob. Look at him. Look. This is the reality of horses. So he's top dog in this field. Bella, was he picking on you? Poor little Bella. What was he doing, hey? She actually doesn't need any more hay. She's quite round. So you're probably doing her a favour. But yeah, he's a little bit underweight. So he does feel the cold a bit more, which is why we've rugged him. Because I don't want him shivering all his weight away, because horses will burn fat to keep warm. I wish I did. And then we've got Bullseye over here, who's still fat and still needs a diet. but you're still finding the hay, aren't you? Yes, I know, I'm being mean to you, aren't I? You can show everybody your beautiful eye. Shall we have a look at the other side? He's got one blue eye and one brown eye. You can show everybody your beautiful eye. We've got a fly. What's the flies doing on there? Oh, he's a handsome boy. And little Bella here, she started Gigi's. Didn't you, Poppet? You was our first little pony. Yeah. So I actually bought Bella for peanuts in lockdown to be a pony for my children. It turns out she didn't really like being ridden, and my kids didn't care, so it worked quite well really. But when they brought her to us, because I bought her unseen, stupidly, however you want to say it. They said to me, oh, she's been a therapy pony, and that gave me this light bulb moment about, oh, I'd like to do that. I'd love to do some kind of therapy work with animals. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a trained therapist. Nobody is that works here. But the therapy comes from just allowing children and adults to be close to these animals, to be around them, to interact with them. We've seen such a difference to a lot of kids that come here, that may be lacking confidence and lacking social skills. It's amazing how much they start talking and open up to you when you just let them be around the animals. And everybody has a favourite. Boise's gone in. He's gone in his shed now. You've got sense. And then we've got two more little ponies over here, who you did see yesterday if you watched our live, Varius and Teddy. And here they are. These two are a little more timid. I'm going to try and turn the camera around again. Getting better at this. There we go. Yeah, these guys are a little more timid. They're getting better though. So the only time they were really caught when they lived in Italy was to see the vet or the farrier. And the vet used to twitch Varius here, this one, the farrier used to twitch him, which is where they either twist their lip round or twist their ear round. So he would obviously react to that. And yeah, just so as soon as he saw the vet or the farrier in Italy, he'd rear up and just be a handful. But here, you're actually a really good boy, aren't you? Because I think it's all about energy with any animal really, but definitely horses. And we're lucky that our farrier and our vets that we see, they've all got a lovely calm energy about them. And I really see the difference in the animals, you know, based on that. Because when we were on the boat, on the ferry, coming back from Italy, coming back from France, I was being shown videos by his previous owner of him rearing and biting and kicking and just being an absolute handful. So when we first had the barrier out, I warned him. I said, oh, you know, don't know how he's going to do. And actually he was good as gold. So other than being a bit sore on his feet because he hadn't been trimmed properly for a long time, they just literally cut it off. But yeah, I just love him. I like, you're so handsome, aren't you? Yes. And he's keeping a little bit of his coat, but he's slowly shedding. I wonder if it's the weather. I wonder if other people have noticed it with their horses, because the weather's been so like up and down this year. And then you might see the goats now. We'll go and see the other guys. They are actually, because it's now starting to rain, they're all running down. Hang on, they're opening the gate. They're all going to run for cover. So, fun fact, goats aren't waterproof. Oh God, sorry. Try to do this with. I need somebody to film. Yeah, goats aren't waterproof. Sheep are. So as soon as it starts to rain, everybody will run for cover. Why they felt the need to go down there and not up to their shed, I don't know. But we'll go down and see these guys. Can everybody hear me okay? I can see some of your comments popping up. I just wonder if it's windy or whether you can hear. I don't know if anyone could just say that you're hearing me okay. Oh God, falling over. I didn't know how well it would work today in the rain and the wind. Do I need to get one of those fancy pants microphones maybe? But yeah, so here, look, you see all the goats congregating under that tree. There's loads of shelter here, but they all want to be together. You've got a sense, Billy. I know you're going to eat hay. The hay that they actually don't need, by the way, because there's a lot of grass. This is Rolo. So Rolo was given to us as a billy goat. Now, like I said, typically we don't breed because we like to give homes to the ones that need it. But he got in with the girls a week before his appointment with the vet, unfortunately. So we did have 4 babies from him last year, but we've kept them all, and he's been castrated. Well, he was castrated before we knew any of them were pregnant. This is Terence, which is one of Rolo's children. And then we've got Finley, and we've got Freya and Ivy, who come with Martha, the one that's poorly. Who have we got over here? It's Beyonce. Hello, Beyonce. Right on cue. And we've got Edmund and Ivor, who you saw yesterday. That's Finley going up there. Then we've got baby Katie, and Barbara's her mum, and Anna, who is baby Terence's, he's not a baby now, but Terence's mum. Branston, our chap over here. Hello, Branston. He was our first goat ever with his brother Pickle, but we sadly lost Pickle a couple of years ago. And we've got Anna. Anna's actually a boy. No, you're Elsa, sorry. Not. Yeah, you're actually a boy, aren't you? But we didn't know that because I didn't look, which was stupid. And then these guys, although some people think they are goats, they're actually our sheep. So I don't know if I can get them to come over. They probably won't do it now. Let me see if I call them. Babies, come on. Come on. You're going to come and see me. Come on. Come on. Come on then, Tree. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, good boys, good girls. There we go, everybody's coming. Hello, everybody wants Woody. Woody's a little Ousant sheep, so he's the smallest breed of sheep. Hello, Stompy. Oh my goodness. And we've got Sniffy, and we've got Buttercup, we've got Trigger, we've got Flo. Flo's our old lady. Branson's come over as well. Then we've got Slinky. Winnie. We've got Winnie. Now they've been sheared, it's hard to tell them apart. That's Blossom. She actually lived in somebody's spare bedroom for the first 4 weeks of her life, and I think she spent 2 weeks in the vets because she was in a really bad way, but she's grown in. Yeah, you've grown into a beautiful girl, haven't you? Hello. You saying hello to everybody? So we don't eat any of our animals. We do sell eggs, so I can't specifically say we're vegan. But we don't eat all these sheep, all the goats, all the pigs that we have, all the chickens. They are just kept as pets, really. And I'm hoping to register as an official charity this year. We are a community interest company, so we're a registered not-for-profit. Are you following me now? But yeah, the plan is to register as an official charity to kind of keep this going and make sure that these guys have got a forever home. That's the plan. It's a lot of work. You know, I do it wage free, my husband does it wage free, but just seeing the animals and seeing how they progress when they come here and seeing what they do for the children and the adults that visit, it's so worth it. It's not a job. This isn't a job at all. It's a lifestyle, and I feel really privileged that we get to do it, you know, and help a lot of the community in the meantime. But yeah, just seeing the goats have gone up there now. Look, you see them hiding out of the shed? Some of them. Some of them have decided not to bother. But yeah, so that's a little more about us today. So I'm glad you got to see the sheep. And then tomorrow, hopefully, we'll do the pigs. The horses, look. Mickey's got his coat on as well, Mickey the donkey, because he's got his baby fur, so he's not waterproof yet. So we have to just give him a little extra hand when it's raining, because he's too stupid to go and stand in a shelter. Bless him, because he wants to stay with the horses and his brother Elvis. Excuse all the poop. That's my job now. I'm now going to be signing off and go and pick that up. So, but yeah. Thanks for watching. I am one of these dry robe fans now. Never did I think I'd wear one, but honestly, for the farm life, amazing. It's not an ad. I just think they're great coats. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you another time.